All right, gentlemen, let's try to keep things chill this time. I don't think this one should be too contentious.
Octopath 2, what is this, ranking their stories? Agnia, easy F tier, boring as fuck?
No, Joe hasn't beaten all the stories yet. We're keeping this one spoiler-free.
The game's been out for like 2 weeks. Can't fit it in between all your naps, Sleepy Joe?
Fuck you, Jack. Some of us have a job.
We're just ranking the characters overall. Anything goes: gameplay, design, personality. All the characters stand out in some way, so I don't think we'll need a D tier.
Fine, whatever.
We'll just go in alphabetical order, I guess. So, Agnia, I think she's got a pretty fun personality. Dancer is a great support job, and her latent power is probably one of the best in the game. Her windy X skill is also pretty clutch. I'm thinking solid A tier.
Wrong.
Oh, here we
Agnia
go.
is mid as fuck. Her story is so fucking boring it probably put Joe into a coma. I bet that's why he's still doing chapter 1s.
Fuck you, Donald. I finished 4 of the stories already. Anyway, Agnia's narrative may not have been the most exciting one, but it provides much-needed levity among all these other dark and depressing stories. On top of that, her final boss was fun, and her boss theme slaps.
All right, I'll give you that one, Sleepy Joe. That theme does slap.
A tier.
C tier.
I'm just going to put her in B tier so we can move on. Okay, next we've got Casti.
Easy S tier. If she was in office during the pandemic, she'd do a way better job than Donald.
Fake news. I ended the pandemic and I didn't even need Doter's charity to do it.
You didn't end shit, jackass.
Guys.
Whatever. Casti is pretty good, I guess. Concoct is OP and Apothecary is a solid job. That glitchy thing that happens in her story every now and then scared the piss out of me, though. B tier.
I'm going to have to agree with Joe on this one. Casti has strong mom energy. She's steadfast, loyal, and she doesn't take shit from anyone.
Amnesia stories are always fucking lame, though. S tier is way too damn high.
Fine, A tier then. And Hikari's next.
Boring-ass character, cliche story, fake blue mage, C tier.
The only thing fake here was the election results. Are you out of your fucking mind, Joe? Hikari's learned abilities are cracked as shit, and he's a badass samurai.
Fucking lame weeb-ass cliche samurai.
I'm with Donald on this one, Joe. Hikari's story might be a little cliche, but he's a hell of a lot more interesting than Ulberich from the first game, and he's got a solid cast of supporting characters. Rai Mei is hot as fuck.
Based.
True, I would let that woman blast my ass with lightning any day. Put Hikari in B tier.
Fuck that. No lower than A tier. His latent power is lit as fuck. That puts him in A by itself.
I'm fine with A tier. Okay, so Ochette, I'm also thinking A tier for her. Hunter as a base job is nothing too special, but her provocability is OP. And once she gets her second EX skill, it's GG's.
I'll give you that, Barack, but I have to deduct points for that Pokemon ripoff of a story.
What the fuck? You don't like Pokemon now, old man?
Come on, Donald, are you just going to spend the whole call simping for every weeb-ass story in the game?
You're really going to sit here and shit on Ochette and Hikari's stories after defending Agnia's?
Yeah, come on, man. Give her some credit. Ochette is charming, and her theme song is top tier.
You got me there. Ochette probably has the best character theme in the game, plus she is really cute. Fine, A tier.
Of course a cute little girl would sway you on this one, Joe.
What'd you say to me, bozo? Next time I'm in Florida, you're going to be eating dirt.
All right, that's enough, fellas.
Asshole.
What are you going with, Donald?
A tier so we can get this stupid-ass list over with.
Okay, putting her in A tier then, halfway through, boys. Next up is Oswald.
Straight into D tier?
Not so fast, bucko.
Yeah, what the hell, Donald? Oswald is probably the most badass character in the game.
I swear to God, if I hear I've got a fire burning in my breast one more goddamn time, I'm gonna jump off the roof of Trump Tower. He's cliche as fuck. Scholar sucks. His EX skills suck. And his latent power barely has any uses outside of his base job. D tier.
Magic damage might need a little more setup to see results, but it's still perfectly viable. Plus, he makes a great arcanist and cleric.
Don't waste your breath, Barry. Donald probably spent the entire game spamming Abers and hired help.
Wrong.
Bozo probably doesn't even know Oswald can hit 300k damage.
Fake news. Oswald is so gimped he needs the entire team to set up his damage. You're not seeing those numbers unless you enter battle at 1 HP with that cheesy fucking accessory.
But what about his personality and story? Personally, I'm a big fan of revenge stories, and the prison break at the beginning was really cool. He has some really funny party banter, too. I'm going with B tier.
A tier easy.
Let's just stick him in B tier and move on.
This is fucking ridiculous. You morons are way too easy on these characters.
Shut up, Donald. This is my list, and we need to move on. B tier. All right, Particio.
Easy fucking S tier. Particio is a genius businessman. Not as good as me, but everyone knows he's brilliant. He knows a good deal when he sees one. He can literally smell good deals. He also has the best villain. Roque reminds me of my dad.
I'm not going to unpack that one.
I don't know about S tier, but Particio is a great character. Serves a similar, albeit more useful role in the party as Agnia. He's charming, his story is fun, and his latent power is universally useful for any role you put him in. A tier.
Donald, are you really going to defend Particio's story after shitting on Agnia's at the beginning? The stakes in his story are just as low.
Shut up, Sleepy Joe. You'd have no idea how high-stakes business deals can be. Particio is such a Chad, he's making billion-dollar deals. Agnia is just a fucking dancer.
Particio may not have the most compelling narrative, but he probably has some of the most story content out of the whole cast. The merchant side quests he got were pretty cool. Also, his theme is probably one of the best tracks in the whole OST.
Agreed, Barack. I was just pissed off this dumbass shit on my girl Agnia while sucking Particio's dick. Whatever, A tier, let's move on.
Sorry, Donald, we're putting him in A.
Rigged. This whole fucking thing is rigged.
All right, we only have 2 more to go. Let's try not to get too hung up on them.
Put Particio in S tier, or I'm going straight to Truth Social with that birth certificate shit again.
Shut the fuck up, Donald. Who's next?
Thanks, Joe. Up next, we've got Temenos. I'll be honest, I've got nothing bad to say about this guy. His latent power is niche, but useful when you need it. And his base job is easily one of the best in the game. Elfrix is the most busted divine skill in the game next to Daughters. He's also got one of the best stories and is a joy to watch in every cutscene. I stand this man. S tier.
I already commissioned a body pillow of this motherfucker. He is gay as fuck, and I love it. S tier.
Based S tier. Also, his buddy Crick is an S tier NPC.
Finally, we can all agree on something. All right, he's going into S. And finally, we come to the end at Throne A.
That shit about the smell of blood got old pretty fast, Barry. But she's hot as fuck, and her latent power is the most broken shit in the whole game. She also has Aber's baseline. S tier.
Agreeing with Donald twice in the same day? I must have died in my sleep and gone straight to hell.
If only, Joe.
I may clown on Donnie for leaning on that Aber's crutch all game, but Throne A is a solid unit with a cool story. She's also a hot as fuck edgelord, and I love it. S tier.
I was going to say A tier because I don't like her story as much as some of the others. But I'll stick her in S since y'all finally started getting along.
Don't put that cringe shit on me, Barack.
Fuck you too, Donald.
Well, I'm going to head out before you two reach for even more cliched president jokes. Peace.
Hey, Sleepy Joe, you still awake over there?
What the fuck do you want?
Want to see me try my luck against the super boss? I think this new strat I came up with might work this time.
Yeah, sure, Donnie. Stream that shit.